So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I'm looking a bit dishevelled and that's for a very good reason. I've just been out for the day and I've just come back home. I'm literally still in the same clothes that I was wearing and I need to head out again for the evening. So I thought I would kind of go through pretty quickly, because I am on a time constraint, but go through how I kind of jazz up my makeup for the evening time. Obviously I have pretty oily skin and my skin eats makeup. So I need to kind of bring it back to life without taking it all off and putting it back on again, because I don't have time. So if you want to see me do that, just keep watching. So first of all, I'm going to take my hair out of my face because I can't do my makeup like that. And then I'm going to take, I don't have any blotting sheets left, so I'm just going to use toilet roll. If I was being real finicky, I would separate these, but honestly I couldn't be arsed. And I'm going to try and mop up some of this excess oil on my face, because my skin produces it at a rapid rate. And after I do this, I then kind of assess the damage and see how much I need to do, basically. So I always make sure to get into my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are the first ones, the first things on my face that kind of get the most oily. Okay, so for me personally, this works. I don't know if it works for everybody, but for me, I tend to be able to go over my skin with concealer. So I'm not going to use foundation, I'm just going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to go under my eyes. And yeah, I think I'm just going to use this for under my eyes, and then my Rimmel last and finish for my face. So I'm going to brighten up under my eyes with this. For me, this tends to work okay. I know some people have trouble with it, but I tend to be able to put makeup on top of makeup and it works okay. So a bit of concealer under the eyes, and then I've washed my hands. I'm going to take more concealer in like my trouble areas. I'm not even necessarily putting it where I have blemishes, I'm just putting it in places that I know I get oily and my makeup breaks down. So for me, how that works best is if I leave it on my skin, and I'm going to do a little bit with my eyes. For my eyes, I already have like eyeshadow on, so I'm just going to amp it up a little bit. I'm going to use the same eyeshadows that I already used. So the shadow on my lid is from the Pixie by Petra, what is this called? Mixed Metals palette. It's this pinky one here. So rather than just use this on its own, I'm going to wet my brush and dip it in, and that'll give me a more metallic finish. So I'm just going to use some setting spray. And that'll just amp up the colour on my lids. I used primer this morning, so if you use a decent primer, I find it will last for the day. And if I know I'm going to be out all day as well, I generally use a base eyeshadow too, so a cream shadow, and then put the powder on top, because Samagen products tends to work best for longevity. I'm going to put a little bit of this light one in the middle, just for a little bit of something something. I'm doing this on the fly, so this isn't planned, and John's waiting for me downstairs. I am going to go into my crease a little bit just to go over what I already have. So I used this little Chanel palette this morning, and I'm going to use the same two colours on the top and just go over my crease, just to kind of make sure that it hasn't faded too much. And then I'm just taking a skin colour and going over top of it, just to blend it out as well. I'm going to take some liner. It's this is from the Balm. It's Seymour Love Letters. It's their Mr. Right liner. And I'm going to line my upper lash line just to kind of intensify it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to blend in this concealer now. It's set long enough. Now I do things a little bit differently when I do it in this way, because I'm going to actually set my face again now. And I just find that kind of gives me extra protection, because it doesn't kind of give anything time to move around. For me, my brows are the thing that tend to kind of deteriorate the quickest, so I'm just going to go over them with a bit of powder and set them again, just in case, because I may be out until the wee hours, so this just makes me feel better. So I'm just using my Freedom Duo as always. I've kind of mopped up as much oil residue as I could on them, so hopefully they last. And then I'm just setting them with a clear brow gel, just to kind of undo the powder that I've applied, because I don't want them looking too powdery. This is a controversial step, but I do go over my lashes with an eyelash curlers and kind of recurl them. I have pretty straight lashes, and although the mascara I use is waterproof and it does hold a curl, it's always nice to recurl them if I can. And then to bring this eye look from a daytime look to an evening look, I'm going to line the inner rim of my eye. So I'm going to use the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pencil in Rose Glow. So this is kind of like a bronzy brown shade. So it's not as intense as a black, but it still kind of makes everything a bit more smoky. I'm going to smudge a bit of these shadows on my lower lash line, and then apply mascara there too. Bronzer is always your friend in this scenario, because you can kind of just make yourself look alive again. And then blusher as well. This is Luminoso by Milani. I'm using a darker shade than I used initially, just because it's evening. Well, it's nearly evening. Now I'm doing this really fast because I have to, and also because my battery is flashing. Another important step in this scenario is highlighter. This is the Blush and Hearts Triple Baked Blush in Peachy Pink Kisses from I Love Makeup. It's definitely more of a highlighter, and it's a blinding highlighter. So this is good for the evening. So I'm going to put this on my cheekbones and in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm going to apply some lipstick now. This is the Nude Sticks Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Kiss. It's right up my alley, and these are so smooth and easy to apply. And then all I have left to do is douse myself in setting spray, zhuzh my hair, and maybe change my top, and I shall be back to you. So a couple of adjustments while I was zhuzhing my hair, which I had curled curled it this morning, and so like all I did was just put a bit of dry shampoo and give it a bit of a squish. Really, I'm not very good with hair. Changed into a black top, still have my sequin bomber on, that was a bargain from Penneys, €7 hun. And I added a bit of gloss and a bit of sparkle to my eyes, just because they were sitting here looking at me and I wanted to try them. So I used the Laura Geller, I don't know what this is called, the Laura Geller palette anyway. Oh, here it is, Celestial Bliss. It's a high def palette, and I used a bit of the shimmery one, and I just kind of tapped it on my eyelid, and then I used their gloss in Gilded Honey just over the top of the lips because I wanted a bit of shine. I added some. Okay, the camera died while I was talking about my earrings, I think, but I was just saying I added a pair of earrings just to kind of judge things up a little bit, and applied a load of perfume, and now I'm done. I'm ready to go. So yeah, that's me. I'm going to go and drink some gin now. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I shall talk to you in my next one. Bye.